My beloved child, listen closely. This moment is not an accident. This message did not appear in front of you by chance. You were guided here, drawn here, pulled here by a force far greater than coincidence. Someone in heaven, someone whose love still wraps around your soul, asked for this moment. They urged you to open this right now. Not later, not tomorrow, now. They have been waiting for you to hear this. I am Archangel Michael, and I have been sent to speak for the one you miss, the one whose absence still aches in the quiet corners of your heart. You may not see them, but they have never stopped seeing you. Their love has crossed dimensions to reach you today. Take a breath, child. Let your shoulders soften. Because this message is sacred, the one you love has been trying to reach you for so long, through dreams, through memories, through sudden emotions you couldn't explain. They touched your thoughts when you cried in silence. They whispered to your spirit when you felt alone. They left small signs, a feather, a number repeating, a song you weren't expecting, hoping you would notice. Sometimes you doubted it. Sometimes you brushed it off. But they kept trying. And now, through my voice, they speak clearly. I am still here. I never left you. You have carried so much pain, more than you ever let the world see. You've held guilt that does not belong to you. Guilt for things you could not have known, for moments you wish you could change. You replay the past as if doing so could rewrite it. But child, release that. They do not want you to hold that anymore. They saw your heart then. They see it now. And they forgive everything you thought you did wrong. They want you to know this truth. You did your best, and your love was enough. Every tear you shed, heaven witnessed. Every silent prayer, heaven heard. Now they speak through me, saying, I never stopped loving you. Not for a moment. You've been struggling lately. Yes, heaven has seen it. The exhaustion you hide behind a smile. The heaviness you carry in your chest. The nights you lie awake wondering if things will ever feel light again. You've walked through this world feeling unseen, misunderstood, and tired. But heaven did not overlook you. Today, the heavens intervene. This very message is divine timing. Angels surround you right now. Truly, child. If you could see the realm of light gathered around you, you would understand how protected you are. I stand beside you with my shield raised, creating a circle of safety that nothing in darkness can cross. You felt it, haven't you? The chills when no one was near. The warmth that came out of nowhere. The sudden peace that silenced your chaos. That was not your imagination. That was the one you love. That was heaven touching your world. Right now, your life is shifting at a level you cannot yet see. You are closer to breakthrough, closer to clarity, closer to answers than you realize. The doors you have knocked on in frustration are about to open. The prayers you whispered in exhaustion are beginning to rise. And the one in heaven asks me to tell you, do not give up now. You are reaching the part of your story where things finally begin to make sense. Where the pieces you thought were broken start fitting together in ways only God could design. Stay open. Stay awake. Stay willing to receive. This message came to you at the exact moment your spirit was ready. The one who loves you on the other side is smiling now, overwhelmed with joy that you finally heard them. They've waited so long for this. They say, you listened. Your heart opened again. I am here, and I will stay beside you until your miracle unfolds. And child, your miracle is coming. Heaven is forming new alignments on your behalf. New support, new opportunities, new love, new purpose. Angels are being assigned to walk with you in ways you've never experienced. The areas of your life that felt stuck are being loosened. The wounds that felt impossible to heal are being tended to by divine hands. The one you miss walks with angels now, but their heart still walks with you. They have watched you sit in quiet moments, staring out windows, wondering if they could see you. They did. They have watched you speak their name softly into the night, hoping they might hear. They did. They have watched you struggle with emptiness and try to move forward even when your spirit was tired. They were beside you every step. They saw every moment. And now they say, you are stronger than you know. You are not alone. I am helping you from the other side. Your delays were not punishments. Your heartbreak was not failure. Your stillness was not wasted time. Heaven was protecting you. Heaven was preparing you. Heaven was clearing the path ahead. What you thought was rejection was divine redirection. What felt like the end was only the beginning. Now, a shift begins. A sacred reversal. A breakthrough long overdue. The one in heaven asks for just one promise. Do not give up before your blessing arrives. And I, the protector of your path, am here to remove obstacles that have blocked your peace. The battle around you is ending. The weight you've carried is lifting. The spiritual storm is breaking. You are stepping into a gentler season, a brighter chapter. And when you finally smile again fully, deeply, they will be there. In the sunlight on your face. In the breeze that brushes your skin. In the warmth that comes out of nowhere. That will be them saying, I'm proud of you, beloved. My child, if your heart is stirring, if your breath feels different, if something in your spirit feels awakened, that is heaven confirming this message. And before I continue, hear this gentle reminder. When messages like this find you, it's a sign you are meant to stay connected to this light. So if your soul feels aligned, allow yourself to follow this voice, to stay close to these divine whispers. Let your heart be guided, supported, uplifted. Now breathe. Open your heart. Child, breathe deeply now. Your spirit is opening, and heaven is not finished speaking to you. What comes next is meant to reach a part of your soul you may have kept hidden even from yourself. The one you love, the one who left this world too soon, stands closer than ever in this moment. Their presence surrounds you like warm light. You may feel a soft heaviness in your chest, or a sudden calm covering you. That is not coincidence. That is connection. Let your heart receive what comes next. Imagine yourself standing in a quiet room. No noise, no pressure, only stillness. A soft light fills the space, and through that light, a familiar figure approaches. Their steps are gentle. Their presence is unmistakable. You don't question who it is. Your spirit recognizes them at once. They reach out, and you feel a warmth that almost breaks you open. A love so deep your breath catches. And without even speaking, they tell you, I am so proud of you. They've watched your grief. They've watched your battles. They know every moment you tried to hold yourself together when you were falling apart inside. They saw the days you carried guilt that was never yours. They saw how you blamed yourself for things beyond your control. They want that weight gone. Today, Now, they gently touch your heart and say, "What happened was not your fault. What you didn't know then, you were never meant to know. Let it go, beloved. I am at peace, and I want peace for you. Child, allow your tears if they come. Healing is happening. Heaven shows me visions of you staring out at nothing, feeling empty. You lying awake, wishing for one more conversation, one more moment, one more chance to say what you feel you didn't say. You touching something that belonged to them and feeling your heart ache. You whispering their name when no one was around. They were there. They heard you. They never turned away. You have felt alone, but you were never alone. I, Archangel Michael, have stood guard over your life even in the moments you thought no one fought for you. And now, heaven is shifting the atmosphere around you. Listen closely. Your life is not behind schedule. Your healing is not late. Your journey is not broken. You have been delayed because heaven was clearing a path for something greater. Your loved one shows me this clearly. You were not denied. You were protected. You were redirected toward a destiny worthy of your soul. And now, the time of waiting is ending. There is a divine alignment unfolding. Something that was blocked is being released. Something that was dormant is awakening. Something that was silent is beginning to speak. Your miracle is approaching like dawn, slow at first, then sudden and unstoppable. But child, you must stay open. You must not return to disbelief. You must not let fear reclaim your heart. The one you love says, "Walk forward. Don't look back. I am guiding you from where I am." You think you've been walking alone, but you've been walking with eternity beside you. Now listen to this next truth, because it is important. You are about to experience a moment that changes everything. A phone call, a message, an opportunity, a meeting, a sign so clear that even your doubts will fall silent. When that moment comes, the one in heaven will stand beside you whispering, "See, I told you you were not forgotten." For so long, you have carried yourself as if you had to survive everything by yourself, as if needing help makes you weak, as if showing emotion makes you vulnerable. But heaven sees your strength differently. Your softness is strength. Your empathy is strength. Your love is strength. And you have not gone unnoticed. The light within you, even dimmed by grief, has never gone out. It has only been waiting for this season, the season when heaven breathes on your spirit and reignites what pain tried to extinguish. The one you love leans closer now. They say, "I need you to forgive yourself." Say it softly in your heart if you can. "I forgive myself for what I didn't know. I forgive myself for what I couldn't change. I forgive myself for surviving." This forgiveness opens the door to everything that comes next. Your loved one then shows me something beautiful. A new person approaching your life. Someone whose presence will feel familiar, even on the first day. Someone who will understand your scars because they have walked through their own. Someone gentle enough to hold your heart and strong enough to protect your spirit. And hear this clearly. This does not replace the one you loved. It honors them. They are helping guide this person toward you. They whisper, "You deserve love again. You deserve joy again. You deserve to feel alive again." So when your heart begins to feel a quiet hope, don't push it away. That is your spirit recognizing what heaven is preparing. This next chapter of your life is not about loss. It is about restoration. Heaven shows me a door you've stood in front of for a long time, hesitant, unsure, afraid to knock again. You've wondered if it will ever open. You've wondered if you're meant to just accept disappointment as your normal. But the one in heaven is almost shouting now, don't walk away. It's about to open. Hold on. God is saying, what is coming will be better than what you prayed for. You are stepping out of survival and into purpose, out of sorrow and into peace, out of waiting and into divine timing. And child, you may not see it yet, but heaven is rearranging your destiny in real time. People who are not meant to stay will fall away. Situations that drained you will close. New energy, new clarity, new strength will rise within you. This is not collapse. This is clearing. Your life is being edited by the Creator, rewritten into something beautiful and whole. You have been asking, why does it feel like everything is shifting? Because heaven is making room. Room for blessings. Room for joy. Room for faith. Room for the next version of you. And the one you love says, when you finally smile again, I will be right there in the warmth on your skin, in the peace in your chest, in the light around you. They have not missed a single moment. They will not miss your miracle either. Child, if your heart feels lighter, if your breath feels deeper, if warmth is rising in your chest, this is heaven affirming that you are receiving exactly what you were meant to receive. Stay with this feeling. Let it in. Let this message anchor you. More is unfolding. More is being revealed. More is coming for you. Child, remain still for a moment. Heaven is leaning close now. There is a sacred hush in the unseen realm, as if all of creation has paused just to witness this exchange between your soul and the divine. The one you love from heaven is nearer than you realize, and their voice carries clarity, not sorrow, peace, not pain, truth, not fear. They want you to understand something deeply now. They did not leave in weakness. They did not depart in confusion. They crossed over in purpose. Their soul expanded beyond the limits of time, and now they see your life with a clarity that only heaven can give. They see the hidden battles. They see the strength you never give yourself credit for. They see how many times you chose kindness when bitterness would have been easier. And they are so proud of you. You have asked in quiet moments, can they see me? Do they know what I'm going through? Yes, beloved. They see you clearly. They have watched you grow through grief. They have watched you carry responsibilities that weighed heavily on your heart. They have watched you show up for others even when you felt empty inside. They have watched you keep going when you wanted to stop. And now they say, thank you for surviving. This season you are entering is not about endurance anymore. It is about renewal. The heavens show me a gentle light forming around your life, slowly, steadily, beautifully. It is a protection, a covering, a reassurance that what comes next will not break you. What comes next will strengthen you. I, Archangel Michael, stand watch over this transition. My shield is raised. My sword is drawn, not to frighten you, but to defend what is being birthed in your life right now. Hear this clearly. The spiritual resistance you felt is lifting. There was a time when confusion clouded your mind, when doubt spoke louder than faith. That time is ending. Heaven has declared it so. The weight in your chest, releasing. The fear in your thoughts, quieting. The heaviness in your spirit, lifting. You are not imagining this. You are transitioning. The one you love shows me a memory, one that still stings. A moment you replay often, wishing you could change the ending. They gently place their hand over that memory and say, "Let it rest now. You don't have to relive it anymore." They want you to stop punishing yourself. They want you to stop carrying sorrow like a sentence. You were never meant to suffer forever. Your grief was real, but it was never meant to be permanent. It was meant to awaken compassion, depth, and wisdom inside you, not to cage you. Now, child, something important must be said. There is a divine appointment approaching. You may not see it on your calendar, but heaven has marked it clearly. It is a moment when truth arrives without effort, when clarity comes without confusion, when what you've been praying for meets you halfway. When that moment arrives, do not hesitate. You have learned enough. You have healed enough. You are ready enough. The one in heaven whispers urgently now, "Step forward. Trust this. There is a blessing forming that requires your courage, a new direction that requires your yes, a door that opens only when you stop doubting your worth." And hear this truth, beloved. You are worthy, worthy of love that stays, worthy of peace that lasts, worthy of joy that doesn't fade the moment you touch it. The one you love shows me angels guiding situations behind the scenes, conversations shifting, circumstances aligning, hearts softening, paths crossing. You are being spoken of in places you cannot see. Favor is moving toward you. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. And now heaven asks something of you, not as a demand, but as an invitation. Choose to believe again, not blindly, not foolishly, but gently, honestly, willingly. Even a small belief opens massive doors. Say this quietly within your heart if you can. I am open to what's coming. That openness is enough. Your loved one smiles at that declaration. Their energy feels lighter now. They are relieved because they know your suffering is finally giving way to something meaningful. They show me a future moment, simple, ordinary, but filled with peace. You smiling without forcing it. You laughing without guilt. You feeling present again, alive again. And they say, "This is what I wanted for you." They never wanted you stuck in sorrow. They never wanted you trapped in memories. They wanted you to live. And now heaven is supporting that desire fully. You may begin noticing changes. Your sleep becoming calmer. Your thoughts becoming clearer. Your reactions softer. Your intuition sharper. These are signs of alignment. The veil between worlds feels thinner because your awareness is awakening. That's why certain things feel more intense. That's why signs appear more frequently. That's why your heart reacts before your mind understands. This is spiritual awakening, not confusion. Trust it. And hear this next truth clearly. What you lost did not destroy you. It transformed you. You now carry depth that cannot be taught, wisdom that cannot be learned in comfort, strength that cannot be shaken by shallow storms. Heaven sees this strength and honors it. Your loved one now stands back slightly, still present, still watching, still loving, but allowing you space to step into your life again. They whisper, "I will walk with you, but I won't hold you back." That is love without attachment. That is love without fear. You are free now. Free to love again. Free to hope again. Free to build again. Free to dream again. And I, Archangel Michael, declare this. What is ahead of you will restore more than what was lost. What is coming will heal places you thought would always ache. What is unfolding will make sense of everything you endured. Child, stay receptive. Stay soft. Stay present. Heaven is still speaking. The message is still alive. The miracle is still moving. Breathe. Let it settle. Beloved child, this is the moment where everything settles into truth. The heavens grow quiet now, not because the message is ending, but because what has been spoken is taking root inside you, like a seed placed into sacred soil. Something has been planted in your spirit that will continue to grow long after these words are finished. The one who loves you from heaven is very close now. Their presence is calm, steady, full of reassurance. There is no urgency in them anymore, no fear that you won't hear. They know you have received this. They feel the shift inside you. They say gently, "You don't have to search for me anymore. I am woven into your life." You may have spent so much time asking for signs, wondering if you were imagining things, questioning whether your heart was just trying to comfort itself. But now heaven answers you clearly. You were never imagining it. The connection never broke. Love does not end with the last breath. Love changes form, but it does not disappear. And now that you know this, you are being invited into a new way of living. Not living from grief, but living from remembrance. Not living from fear, but living from trust. Not living as someone waiting for life to begin again, but as someone already walking forward. The one in heaven shows me how often you minimized yourself after they left, how you made your dreams smaller, how you told yourself later, or maybe someday, or it's too late now. They gently shake their head and smile. They say, "No, it is not too late. It is right on time." You are not meant to pause your life out of loyalty to loss. You honor them not by suffering, but by living fully. Your joy does not betray their memory. Your happiness does not erase your love. In fact, every time you choose life, heaven celebrates. They want you to understand this deeply. Your laughter reaches them. Your peace comforts them. Your courage delights them. And now Archangel Michael places his hand over your life and speaks with authority and compassion. The season of survival is complete. The season of restoration has begun. You may notice it in subtle ways at first. A lighter feeling when you wake up, a calm where anxiety used to live, a moment of clarity where confusion once ruled. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Your path is being protected. Your decisions are being guided. Your heart is being guarded. There will still be days where you miss them. That is natural. Love does not vanish, but the pain will no longer control you. The ache will soften. The memories will begin to feel warm instead of heavy. And when you think of them, you will feel connection, not loss. They say, "When you think of me and smile, I am right there." Now listen carefully, child, because this matters. You are stepping into a time when your intuition will become stronger. Trust it. That quiet nudge inside you, that feeling of "this feels right," or "this doesn't belong anymore," that is guidance. That is heaven helping you navigate forward. Do not ignore it. There will be moments where you are tempted to return to old patterns, old fears, old versions of yourself that felt safer because they were familiar. But you are no longer meant to live small. You have been stretched by life, not to break you, but to expand you. The one in heaven shows me you standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar, predictable, safe, but limiting. The other is uncertain, brighter, filled with possibility. They gently guide your hand toward the second. They say, choose the life you were afraid to want. God has seen every quiet prayer you whispered, every hope you didn't say out loud because you were afraid of disappointment. Those prayers were not ignored. They were being prepared, and now preparation meets permission. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to expect goodness. You are allowed to believe that things can work out for you. Heaven is not annoyed by your hopes. Heaven planted them. And child, there is one more thing they want you to know. They are not watching you with worry. They are watching you with pride. They are not waiting for you to be perfect. They are celebrating your effort. They are not measuring your progress. They are admiring your resilience. You have already made them proud. Now Archangel Michael speaks once more, firmly and lovingly. From this moment forward, you are not walking alone. Your steps are ordered. Your heart is protected. Your future is guarded. What was heavy will become lighter. What was confusing will become clear. What was delayed will arrive at the right time. And when challenges come, because life still moves, you will face them differently. Not as someone abandoned, but as someone supported. Not as someone afraid, but as someone anchored. The one you love in heaven will walk with you in ways you don't always notice, but you will feel them when you need them most. In a sudden calm, in an unexpected solution, in a moment of strength that surprises you. And now they say something very simple, very pure, very final. Live. I am with you, always. Let that settle. If your heart feels calmer than it did before, if your breath feels deeper, if something inside you feels gently reassured, that is the message doing its work. Hold on to this feeling. Return to it when you need to. Let it remind you that you are seen, guided, and loved beyond measure. And if your soul feels supported by messages like this, staying connected to this light will only continue to strengthen you. Let yourself remain close to what uplifts your spirit. And if at any point you feel called to share this feeling, know that there are others quietly praying for reassurance, just like you once were. Sometimes love moves forward by being passed on. Now go gently. Go bravely. Go with peace. You are held. You are protected. You are loved. With eternal guardianship, Archangel Michael, and the one who never stopped loving you.